everyone. Sarah, the Healthy Home Economist and Weston A. Price chapter leader, with you today to talk about fermented foods and beverages. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, home preservation of vegetables and fruits was accomplished without the aid of canning, refrigeration, or freezing. Even milk was not typically consumed in a fresh state and was usually eaten as yogurt and cheese, or clabbered and then separated into curds and whey. The traditional method for preservation of milk, vegetables, and meat involves a process called lactofermentation. In the fermentation of raw milk, beneficial lactic acid producing bacteria naturally present in the milk initiate the digestion or breaking down of milk sugar, known as lactose, and the milk proteins. When enough lactic acid is produced by these friendly bacteria and fermentation is complete, milk is protected from spoilage for several days, weeks, or even years, as is the case with aged cheeses. Meat can be preserved by lactofermentation as well. Hard, aged sausages, such as traditionally prepared salami, are lactofermented foods. The process of lactofermentation works in a similar manner with plant foods, transforming cabbage into sauerkraut and cucumbers into pickles. While not traditionally lactofermented, fruit can also be transformed into chutneys and marmalades using the same process. Lactic acid preserves food by inhibiting putrefying bacteria. This organic acid is produced by beneficial bacterium present on the surface of all plants and animals, even our own skin. Traditional cuisines from around the world prized lactofermented foods and beverages for their medicinal properties as well as delicious taste. Most traditional cuisines included at least one fermented food or beverage with every meal, which worked to improve digestion and nutrient absorption. Regular consumption of traditionally fermented foods and drinks promotes the growth of healthy flora and overall balance in the intestines. A 1999 study published in The Lancet found that consumption of lactofermented vegetables in children was associated with low rates of asthma, skin problems, and autoimmune disorders in general. Lactofermented foods are rich in enzymes as well as beneficial bacteria. Think of lactofermented foods as super raw foods. The enzymes in lactofermented foods more than compensate for the enzymes lost in the foods that are cooked. When embarking upon the adventure of lactofermentation in your own kitchen, the dish to try first is liquid whey and cream cheese. Liquid whey serves as an inoculant and so is of critical value in fermenting vegetables, fruit chutneys, and beverages. Having some on hand is of primary importance when incorporating these traditional methods into your routine. Whey must be homemade and can be easily made by straining the clear liquid from plain yogurt, kefir, or clabbered raw milk through a dish towel into a bowl. Powdered whey from the store cannot be used as a substitute, as whey is very fragile and its qualities are ruined when it is dried or powdered. Once separated, liquid whey can be stored in a glass jar in the refrigerator for up to 6 months. The cream cheese will last up to 1 month in the refrigerator and can be used in recipes such as cheesecake or even blended with fruit and a bit of maple syrup for an enzyme-rich, probiotic-rich spread for sourdough bread or properly prepared muffins. Once you've got a jar of liquid whey in your refrigerator, the sky is the limit with regard to how far your fermenting creativity can take you. One dish to try that is sure to please is lacto-fermented salsa. Salsa is a popular food that is a crowd-pleasing condiment when paired with Mexican foods or healthy chips and crackers. To make, take 4 medium tomatoes, easily peeled by dipping each tomato in a pan of boiling hot filtered water for 5 seconds each, and then seeding and dicing. 2 small onions, finely chopped, 3/4 of a cup of chopped chili pepper, either hot or mild, 6 to 8 cloves of garlic, peeled and finely chopped, 1 bunch of cilantro chopped, 1 teaspoon dried oregano, 2 lemons juiced, 1 tablespoon of sea salt, 4 tablespoons of whey, and a 1/4 cup of filtered water. Mix all these ingredients together in a quart or half-gallon sized wide-mouth mason jar. Press down gently with an appropriate instrument so liquid covers the vegetables. Remember to leave at least 1 inch at the top. Cover tightly and leave at room temperature for 2 days and then refrigerate. Salsa will last a month or 2 when made in this traditional manner. Another popular fermented food is sauerkraut. You can find a video on how to make this traditional dish on my blog. Delicious lactic acid containing beverages can also be fermented in your own kitchen using liquid whey as the starter. Fermented beverages were considered superior to plain water for quenching thirst by traditional cultures, and modern research has demonstrated the wisdom of including them in the diet. Natural fermented drinks contain large quantities of electrolytes in easily absorbable ionized form, beneficial bacteria, beneficial acids and enzymes that help digestion, and small amounts of sugars, which cut thirst quickly and replenish lost minerals in a hurry. A wonderful first drink to ferment in your home is old-fashioned ginger ale. To make, take 3/4 of a cup of organic ginger, peeled and grated, and 2 quarts of filtered water, a 1/2 cup fresh lime juice, 1/4 to a 1/2 cup of sucanate, 2 teaspoons of sea salt, a 1/4 cup of liquid whey. Mix all these ingredients in a 2-quart glass jug. Stir and cover tightly. Leave at room temperature for 2 to 3 days. Chill and store in the refrigerator and serve mixed with carbonated water to delight your family as a very healthy alternative to store-bought sodas. It is most refreshing after hot and sunny work outside. I hope this video inspires you to make some liquid whey and embark on your personal lacto-fermentation adventure right away. For even more video recipes on how to lacto-ferment foods and drinks, please check out the free video library on my blog. Also, be sure to peruse the Weston A. Price Foundation shopping guide for where to purchase lacto-fermented foods from small-scale producers. This is Sarah Pope, the Healthy Home Economist and chapter leader for the Weston A. Price Foundation, wishing you all the very best in the kitchen.